So it's been 15 years since Hermes made a fragrance for men. And I'm not talking about a flanker, I'm talking about a new fragrance. Was it worth the wait? Well, you'll find out right after this intro rundown. I'm not gonna lie, this is a banger. A fougere too. Fougere, for those of you that don't know, is just something that smells like a fern or something that's supposed to smell like a fern. But the way I'm gonna break it down is I feel like fougeres were used in a lot of older fragrances and they're just super masculine. I feel like that's the best way I can explain it. Like green and masculine. So this is what it looks like. Really clean bottle. So let's get to the notes. You got clary sage. I don't even know if I'm about to say this right. Narcissus. Ooh, rosewood and metallic notes. In my opinion, I feel like anytime you add a metallic note on a fragrance, you just make it more masculine. Because it's like every time you think of steel or when you smell steel, it's just rugged construction, you know, industrial. You just feel like it's manlier, if that makes sense. So basically how this opens up is green, earthy. To me, the best way I could describe it is like, it's this beautiful, grassy grapefruit with a metallic touch to it. And it's soft, so it doesn't like punch you in your face, but it's still masculine. So I feel like I had to say that because when I say soft, I think people might think like powdery. What I mean by soft is it's just not in your face. Like it's not gonna make you cough. Like it's light. It's also elegant and it's also different. And that's why I really like this fragrance. Now, a lot of times I talk about designer fragrances. I mention a fragrance being different as that's a good thing because I feel like a lot of designer fragrances just lack creativity, and I feel like a lot of times I smell a designer fragrance, it reminds me of another fragrance, so I'm like, oh, this smells just like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I like when I smell fragrances that kind of have their own identity, and I feel like this is definitely one of those. And honestly, I would also highly recommend this to the people that talk about they don't like fragrances or they don't wear fragrances all the time or they don't like strong, powerful, in-your-face fragrances. So I feel like people like you will really enjoy this fragrance. This can easily be an everyday frag. I know a lot of people just buy like 1 or 2 bottles of fragrances and they want to wear it every day. You can dress this up, dress it down, weddings, you mention it. The only, I guess I could say, negative thing I could say about this is when it comes to the projection and the performance, I don't think it's the greatest. But that's not necessarily always a bad thing because I feel like you gotta have some lighter fragrances. A lot of people always want a fragrance to last all day, every day, but that's just not realistic. So I don't think you should overlook this fragrance because it doesn't have the best projection or the best performance. But I'm not gonna lie, the only reason personally I'm kind of hesitant or pulling the trigger on it myself is I'm curious to see if they're going to make like an intense version or a perfume version down the line. I'll definitely pull the trigger on that, especially if it has the same scent trail. But honestly, I would still buy this too. Another thing I would say, don't expect too much depth in this fragrance because I don't think it has a ton of depth, but it is clean and simple. But I feel like that's why I love it. This is definitely a spring and summer scent for sure. In my opinion, I feel like this is a blind buy worthy fragrance. Even though I always say go test out a fragrance, put it on your skin first before you blind buy it, but I feel like this is one of those few that's blind buy worthy. Compliments, this is pretty good on the compliments department. I give it a good 8 out of 10. So far from the people that have smelled me wearing this, they received it pretty well, but I haven't worn it long enough for me to really tell you how crazy it is in the compliment department. Overall, when it comes to the price point, when it comes to the originality, when it comes to what you get out of this fragrance, I give it an 8 out of 10. I think it's an excellent fragrance. Guys, let me know if you guys have checked it out. Let me know if it was worth the 15-year wait. Let me know what's your favorite Hermes down below in the comments. I'm curious. Thank you guys for making it all the way to the end. Now, 3 things that help this channel out a great deal. So the first thing is liking this video. Second thing is commenting. The third thing is, if you like the content that you just watched, please subscribe. And don't forget to smell stylish. See you guys next time.